Hello and welcome to Statman James, and in today's video I'm going to be reacting to the Champions League draw, the second draw because the first one definitely wasn't rigged. So we're going to go through each individual game, give you my thoughts and opinions, score predictions, who I think will qualify, all that stuff. So let's get into it, and the first fixture is RB Salzburg of Austria taking on Bayern Munich. Now with Salzburg finishing second in their group, that means that they'll play at home first, giving Bayern Munich a slight advantage, and either way I just don't see them getting out of this tie. Bayern Munich far too strong. They're the Champions League top goal scorers so far this season. They won all 6 of the group stage games, and I think Bayern Munich are going to win home and away. I think they'll win 3-1 away and 3-1 at home. Too much quality in the team going forward with Gnabry, Coleman, Robert Lewandowski, Thomas Müller, and Salzburg can nick a goal here and there, but this is just going to be too big of a task, and I'm going to say Bayern Munich 6-2 on aggregate. Now the second fixture is Sporting Lisbon or Sporting CP against Man City. Now same again, I think City are just too strong in this fixture. I don't really give Sporting a chance, and I think City are going to win home and away. I'm going to say City to win 2-1 away and probably 3-0 at home. I just think it's going to be comfortable. Sporting conceding 4 to Ajax, and I'd say City are a better goal scoring team than Ajax, so yeah, this is going to be a really tough fixture for Lisbon to get anything. Even to get a draw or a win in either of the games. So yeah, I think Man City probably 5-1 on aggregate in this fixture. The third game is SL Benfica and Ajax. Now Ten Hag will be rubbing his hands together with this fixture. In the first draw they got Inter, which is quite a tough game, but I don't see a problem here for Ajax. Benfica are a decent side. They can pick up points. Obviously they finished above an average Barcelona team in the group stage, but their only losses did come to Bayern Munich twice. But I see Ajax taking this quite comfortably, to be honest. I think they'll probably take a draw with Benfica away. They could even win the game, and as soon as it goes back to Amsterdam, I expect Ajax to score a few goals. They scored 20 goals in the 6 group stage games, of which they won all 6. Only Bayern Munich have scored more goals than them so far this Champions League season, and they've only conceded 5 goals, so they're averagely winning games 3-0 or 4-1. So I'm going to go for 1-1 in Benfica, and back in Amsterdam I'm going to say Ajax win this game 3-1. So 4-2 Ajax on not goal difference, on aggregate. The fourth fixture is Chelsea as they take on Lille. Chelsea did well in this draw, to be honest. They got probably the easiest team they could have in the first draw, which was Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Ajax or Lille, and they got Lille. And same again in the second draw, they kept Lille, which you'd say on paper is probably the best draw Chelsea could have got. Now I think Chelsea will win this tie again quite comfortably. I think Chelsea 2-0 at home. I think Tuchel will focus on holding Lille out, making sure that they don't get any away goals, and of course winning the game. So I'm going to say 2-0 Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and I think it could be quite a close game in France, especially if Chelsea have won the game in England. And I'm going to say 1-1 in Lille, so 3-1 Chelsea in aggregate overall. Moving on to the fifth fixture, which is probably the highlight game of the round of 16, and that's Atletico de Madrid against Manchester United. Now, I mean, what a game this is going to be. 2 extremely tactical managers, one counter-attacking, gegenpressing, high-intense football under Ralf Rangnick, the other quite slow-moving, counter-attacking, high-pressing, up the field when going forward, defensive football under Simeone. So, I don't know what to expect with this game. This could go anywhere. They've met twice in Europe in previous years. Atletico Madrid have won 1 and the other's been a draw. Man United don't really do well against Spanish teams. I remember they played Sevilla in the round of 16 of the Champions League under Mourinho and got knocked out. The last year final of the Europa League, losing to Villarreal. It's going to be tough for Man United, it really is, especially if Atletico Madrid win the home game. You know Simeone's just going to stink the stadium out in the second game and just play for a 0-0. I think Madrid are going to win this game away from home, I do. Unless United can find some form, because they're just not playing well at the moment. They're unbeaten in the last 6, but you know a lot of the games they've had have been a draw, and of those that they've won, it's not against top level teams. They beat Norwich 1-0, they beat Arsenal in a decent result, but I don't know. I just don't fancy United at the moment. I'm going to say Atletico Madrid win this game 2-1 at the Wanda Metropolitano, and then at Old Trafford. It's really hard to say because, like I said, it all goes off that first game. If Manchester United can get a win away to Atletico Madrid, it changes the game's dynamic massively. But you know exactly what Simeone is going to do if Atletico Madrid can win that first game. So I'm not too sure. I'm going to say that Atletico Madrid win the first game 2-1. And I'm going to say 2-1 at Old Trafford. And I think this game could go to penalties. I really do. Now, Ronaldo's never lost a Champions League knockout game against Atletico Madrid. He scored 5 career hat-tricks against Atletico Madrid. He's a nightmare to play against. But I'm just not too sure. I'm going to say it goes to penalties. And I think... I don't know. I'm going to say Atletico Madrid on penalties. And a lot of people won't like that. But I just think they could edge this game. Just with the experience under Simeone. Knocking Liverpool out a couple of years ago. Unless United can pick up some form. Because really, on paper, United should be winning this game. They should take something from the away game. And they definitely should be winning the home game. Or at least a draw. But moving on to the 6th fixture. And that is Villarreal as they take on Juventus. Now, Villarreal, of course, left it down to the last game week to qualify for the round of 16. And really, they shouldn't have got through. Atalanta were the favourites, but Villarreal did go 3-0 up away to Atalanta in Bergamo. Juventus not playing too well at the moment. Beat Malmo 1-0 in the last week of the group stage, and they're 4th in the Serie A. Not playing too well, but they are slowly picking up form. And you know what? I'm going to go for a shock here. I think Villarreal could cause some serious problems. I think Villarreal will win this game 2-1 in Spain. And it's just if they can hold a draw out when it goes back to Turin. You know what Unai Emery's like. He's a tough manager to play against. And I'm going to say that Villarreal can nick a draw there. I'm going to go for Villarreal 3-2 on aggregate. And that's going to be my shock of the round of 16. The 7th fixture is a classic. Inter Milan taking on Liverpool. The first game's at the San Siro, with Inter finishing behind Real Madrid in the group. And this sets up to be a really interesting game. Liverpool have got a 76% chance of qualifying out of this round of 16 fixture, and I think they will do. I think they will do. I'm going to say that Liverpool win 2-1 in the San Siro, and I think they'll win maybe 2-1 again at Anfield. And I'm going to say that Liverpool win 4-2 on aggregate in this fixture. Now, the final fixture is probably the most interesting with the Atletico de Madrid against Manchester United game, and that is PSG of France against Real Madrid of Spain. Now, this is Mbappe against potentially future club. This is Messi returning against his old rivals. There's a lot to play for in this game. They did meet in the round of 16 again a couple of years ago, and Real Madrid knocked PSG out. Again, this could go anywhere. PSG is quite strong favourites here, but do not write Real Madrid out. They've got a lot of experience in that team, especially in the midfield. Modric, Casemiro and Kroos. Watch that midfield battle as well. You've got the likes of Di Maria, Verratti, Ander Herrera, Idrissa Gueye, against the likes of, like I said, Kroos, Modric, Casemiro. And I think that's where the game's going to be won and lost, in that midfield area. Both teams have got good goalkeepers and good defensive setups in Courtois and Donnarumma. I'm going to say that PSG win 3-1 at home, and I'm going to say that Real Madrid win 2-1 back at the Bernabeu, and I'm going to say that PSG win this clash 4-3 on aggregate. But again, that could go either way. So overall for me, Bayern Munich qualify, Man City qualify, Ajax, Chelsea, Atletico de Madrid, but it's 50-50 with Man United. Like I said, I think it could go down to penalties, so it's a flip of a coin. Villarreal for the upset, Liverpool to knock out Inter, and PSG just to sneak past Real Madrid. But again, don't write Real Madrid off, because they are the kings of Europe at the end of the day. They've won the most Champions Leagues of any team in history. They can always turn it on when they need to. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think anyway. Do you think Manchester United will knock out Atletico de Madrid? You think Real Madrid have got a chance against PSG? If you like this video, please like down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.